So, Chinese universities are apparently so desperate to enroll students that they're using and even hiring, yes, you heard that right, hiring Genshin Impact characters to entice their students to apply to the university. And it's not even a single university doing this either. So today we're going to try to dissect this practice and explain why Genshin Impact might just have the perfect characters for the job. So, welcome back to version 2.0 of the podcast. It's still me and Tiny Little Games as your co-hosts, but from now on, we're creating these shorter podcast episodes that focus on a single topic, so I hope you guys will enjoy that. And today, it is all about these kind of strange tactics from some Chinese universities. So, Tiny, lay it on us. What's actually going on over there in China land?
I was severely confused when I first heard this news, but as I looked into it more, I was kind of like, this makes a little sense here.
Oh, yeah?
So basically, several universities in China have started using Genshin Impact characters, most notably the character Klee, in their admissions campaign to attract more students. And my first thought was like, well, why? Why Genshin Impact? What makes Genshin Impact the perfect game or characters of the game to do that? And they said, this university, in quotes, they said, Genshin Impact has a younger player group and a huge number of them are college-going students. So basically, yeah, they're just trying to attract these students into their universities, and they're thinking, okay, what do these college age students like to do? What are they doing? Of course, Genshin Impact is huge over in China, so that's why they kind of took that and ran with it. And the really, really interesting part about this whole thing is that it's actually college students who are handling this social media campaign. They're the ones who came up with the idea, and they're the ones who went for it. Now, I don't know if they had to pay MiHoYo or if they had to get permission to do this. I'm sure they had to, because I mean, there has to be some type of licensing agreement going on here.
Yeah, there must be.
There has to be, but either way, they're using these characters to kind of attract these students. And from what I've read a little bit of it, it's kind of working, which is super interesting as well. Yeah, it's like, okay, so I guess this is working. I mean, you're playing Genshin Impact, and then you're like, ooh, this character likes to go to this university, so that's where I want to go. I guess that's the thought process.
Yeah, but isn't it a bit strange? I mean, I imagine if you go there, it's not like you get to play Genshin Impact all the time, right? Like, you can't sit there in a lecture, in a class, and you're like, no, hey, hold on, professor. I'm just going to play some Genshin Impact, right?
And the professor's like, that's good. You do you, A+.
Yeah, as long as you play as Klee. Remember to play as Klee. You have to play as that character.
We have a licensing agreement. You have to buy the loot boxes. We have to buy the items for Klee. Never forget.
Maybe that's the next thing of that if you then attend the university will give you this package of in-game goods in Genshin Impact.
Oh, that's a great selling point, actually. That's probably a better selling point than the character itself. Oh, you like Genshin Impact and you want, this character unlocked? Well, come on over to so-and-so university. We got you covered. Well, imagine the disappointment if you go into the admissions office and you don't see Klee. I thought Klee worked here. I thought,
They at least need a cutout. Like a cutout type of thing, right? That
life-size cutout. Yeah. And the legit character, too. Not like some knockoff or something along those lines.
No. Yeah. The true life-like copy of the in-game characters. I mean, I've seen some of the images of these college admissions. It seems like it's a lot of social media posts, as you pointed out as well. So most of this is it's an image with the character and then some text in Chinese that, for good reason, I can't read. But so it does seem like it's mostly on social media, and I guess that makes sense. So I don't know how far it blends into real life, but it is definitely interesting, and it kind of makes me wonder. Could other, or should, that's a different topic. Should is not always the same, but could other universities or even other businesses start using this practice? Would it be too weird?
I mean, I guess it just depends, really. Like who you're trying to attract, what audience you're going for, what demographic you're going for, I guess. I mean, there's all kinds of ideas that go through my head now after hearing about this. Like, what could happen? Like, I mean, let's say you have a architect school that wants to, get more people in for architect school. Do they use Clash of Clans in their ads? I mean, it's a game about building your walls or setting up your base to be ergonomically, I don't know, defensible or something along those lines. I mean, the imagination runs wild at this point.
But I'm not sure if it works, though. I feel like maybe it only works in China. Like, this feels like the type of thing, at least in Denmark, I don't see this working out. games just don't have that big of a cultural impact in Denmark, at least.
Companies and universities, they all have mascots, right? So this is just another version of a mascot. I guess they're just taking gaming icons as their mascot and melding it together. So, I mean, other regions have mascots, so
but they don't
how
even
cool is it
but in Denmark they don't even have mascots.
Oh no,
mascots like the universities. No.
Oh, like what about high
don't.
school? Like no mascot in high school?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Oh man, that's crazy. I was gonna say, who's your high school mascot? My high school mascot, we are the Titans. We are the Titans, the mighty, mighty Titans. Yeah, like a Titan.
Wow.
that was our song.
So then you need something like, I know it's a movie and not a game, but Clash of the Titans.
Clash
or
of the
something
Titans.
like that for it to make sense.
Yes.
But I guess that leads into what character would make you go to a university then? If they used it in their advertisements for the university or for the high school.
Oh man. I mean, I guess it just depends on like what age range I was in. If I was like super young, like, I mean, I loved Mario Brothers growing up, so like a Mario character, but then what if I went to school to become a plumber, which is fine, because I did plumbing actually at a younger age. I did do plumbing. It was one of my first jobs actually. So I mean, that would be like cool if like, oh yeah, Mario Brothers at that school, this and that. But as I grew up, maybe, I don't know, like a strong character, like a World of Warcraft orc or something, someone that's like fearless or whatnot, come to this school, you know, and strong, fearless character as my mascot. It could just be like orc, but it would have to look exactly like the World of Warcraft orcs. I don't want no knockoffs again. I want a real WoW official orc as my mascot for whatever school I go to entice me. If I saw that on
very specific.
if I saw that on a social media campaign, I would click apply pronto.
Honestly, I would agree. Like if I saw something like that, even with what I said about like in Denmark they don't have mascots, it seems far-fetched. But now that I think about it, if a younger version of me saw a university using these characters in their admissions or in their social media posts, it would at least make me think positively about that school.
There you go.
Yeah. I probably think that they're not that different from you and me.
They play games just like me.
Whereas in reality they don't play them. They just use those characters. Those characters are being used to make money for those universities. So in my case, I would just I know this is not a game character. I just love Gandalf.
Gandalf the wizard.
The
Gandalf
wizard.
the Grey.
I need to go to a wizarding school. It doesn't have to be Harry Potter related, but Gandalf would be so great.
That would be really
I
good.
would go there.
You would go
Gandalf
to that
the
school.
White, maybe.
Oh, okay, not the Grey. Good differentiation.
Well, yeah, but like he's so much more awesome when he returns, basically.
Yes, when he becomes Gandalf. Oh, you just spoiled Lord of the Rings. That's been out for so many years now.
Yeah.
What if
but
they
I
don't
never
know he
forget that
became
scene.
Gandalf the White?
But I never forget that scene, like on that hill, and you see Gandalf coming over, like on his horse, the white horse, and like it's so
the
great.
hair on the
Goosebumps
back of my neck,
every time.
stood up and everything, and then you go to Gandalf school, and then there's a class that you go to, and they teach you, thou shall not pass this class.
Oh no, there was actually a class at university that not most, but I think maybe 50% of the class failed or got the lowest possible passable grade.
Oh my gosh.
Like the lowest grade you can get where you still pass.
That was the Gandalf class.
That was the Gandalf class. I did pass, but I got the lowest possible grade.
Oh man,
that you could get where you still pass.
Yeah, the lowest passable grade.
Yeah.
C's get degrees. That's what they all say.
Okay, so let us know what you think about universities using these types of tactics. Would it make you go to school? What sort of game-related or movie or franchise character would make you go? And if you let us know about that, then all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching or listening to the audio-only version of this podcast. Go check out some of the previous episodes in case you missed them, and we look forward to seeing you guys back again in the next episode. Bye!
See ya!